You're watching the concluding episode.
A man actually doesn't need 3-4 meals a day. A man should not be eating between meals. A man should get his intestine to rest. A man should eat one meal in the morning, maybe the next should be in the evening. Because when intestine works and doesn't have time to rest, there are also some toxins that come from the intestine that also go to affect the brain.
But see how it started.
You want to ask whether a person can actually slow down brain aging. You will slow down brain aging if you do the right thing. You hasten brain aging if you do wrong. If anybody must take anything away from this talk, is to know that, as we said earlier, the brain is such an important part of your body. And when I say that, I'm wondering, have I said anything? What have I said? You mean there's somebody who doesn't know that brain is his important part? But apparently people do need to still be told that your brain is such an important part of you that you better take absolute care of it. And the brain cells you came out of your mother's womb with are dropping off as they go by, even under normal, perfect condition. Not talk of when you then. And the reason any of them drop off is because of the day-to-day activity that generates some toxins that accumulate in them. That's just normal. It is some of the toxins that some of them die with, if you like, the normal ones. And so, which then means that the more you then do things that will cause more toxins to form, the more you're harming your own brain cells, the more brain cells you're going to lose, the less you're going to live with, and the less your functional capacity will be. So, live well. Your brain will thank you for it. Live well, live natural, live good, live healthy, maintain healthy lifestyle, good food, natural food, not junk, not additives, not eat well, eat natural, go back to the basics, good nutrition. Unprocessed foods, carbohydrates. A grown-up man does not need so much protein. A grown-up man needs only little protein. A grown-up man needs particular kind of fat that are healthy. Olive oil, avocado, pears, which sometimes also called pear. Those kind of things. A bit of fish, a bit of meat. A grown-up doesn't need the plate full with meat, with fish with. A grown-up man doesn't need those. What a grown-up man needs is carbohydrate. But that does also mean that a grown-up needs a whole bowl of carbohydrate. Eat what we call portion well. Portion, eat sitting, don't eat gaki, as they say in Yoruba. Don't eat a whole bowl of something that your tummy is shooting out. Exercise. By that I mean exercise sense. I mean, you know what's sensible. Eat 1 or 2 times a day. A man actually doesn't need 3-4 meals a day. A man should not be eating between meals. A man should get his intestine to rest. A man should eat one meal in the morning, maybe the next should be in the evening, or maybe skip breakfast and eat in the afternoon. A man should not be eating so that the intestine is always working. Because when the intestine works and doesn't have time to rest, there are also some toxins that come from the intestine that also go to affect the brain. I didn't get time to talk about that before. I'm getting to it now. When you don't eat well, there's some toxin inside his intestine. There's a cycle to intestine function of the gut, intestine, of the bowel. There's a regularity to it too. There's a sense when you just finish eating now, there's some chemicals that will pour into your system. They will do their function, they perform their function. Some of them need 4, 5, 6, 8 hours to do a good job. So it is when they finish that they should expect another batch. But if you just finish eating at 8 a.m. and then by 10 o'clock you have put another meat pie, and then by 12 noon you've done another pop-off, well, your body will, but you are overwhelming the system. So some toxins are going to gather. So I'm saying you need to live right, eat well, eat right, eat natural. It's part of the wealth of the nations, that make people have the capacity to be able to eat morning, afternoon, night, and eat in between meals to eat meat pie eating and then suya in the evening too. No, you ate breakfast, you went to work, or you even went to farm, you didn't have food until you came back and then you ate in the afternoon or in the evening. In the typical agricultural life, And then that gave room for the body to sort things out. Enough time for things to work out. But if you are pumping all the time, so you are creating toxins in the intestine. They are working on the brain. Those same toxins are entering the blood pipe. They are blocking the blood pipe, making the blood pipe to be stiff. The blood pipe of the brain is also stiff. It's not. They are also entering the kidney and making the kidney to fail. Kidney is also not able to clear some of the toxins it needs to clear. Some of them are also getting to liver. Liver get so eat right. Get enough oxygen to your live. Create enough free space for yourself. Exercise. Work your body up. Tone them up so they can carry you from place to place and get bigger. And then sleep. Sleep. How much more should I talk about sleep? Get good sleep. This hyperactive life that all of us are living now, that we are doing 2 hours a day sleep, 3 hours a day sleep. And sleep in a good environment, good, quiet, dark environment. Sleep hygiene. When we do all of this, we will help slow down brain aging. It's not about medicine. It's about food. It's not. People expect that if you give me medicine, you give me one particular. No. They give particular medicine. They give me particular vitamin. They give me something in bottle. I see people who pride themselves with collecting something from their children abroad. I don't want to name names of medication as well. I don't look like I'm demarketing anything, but I know that phenomenon. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Their children is in America. Their children are in America. Their children are in UK. Their children are somewhere, and they're sending one bottle of something to them all the time, and they're happy, and they're telling you that the meeting. Usually, I don't have them. The thing you need are in front of you: green leafy vegetables, nuts, fruits, good food. No one needs chemicals to get his brain to work. That's just marketing. They are just marketing for you. Otherwise, if you eat your food well, then that's when we say, eat your food as medicine. Otherwise, you eat medicine as food. Eat your food as medicine. If you only eat your food as medicine, you don't need to eat medicine as food. So you get your brain to function well, you slow down your aging, the aging of your brain, and you maintain optimal function for as long as it pleases the Lord to have you in the land of the living. So I hope the whole episode of memory, forgetfulness, and you encourage your brain to work well and give you the best possible for as long as possible in the land of the living helps as many listeners as possible. And it'd be nice to hear back from you if you engage us. It'd be nice to see you chatting us up and telling us what other aspects you'd like us to touch. And if this also is of any, if you think it's giving you any sense of any value at all, we would like you to spread the word with some of your friends and let us know what you all think. Thank you very much.